What's up, everybody? My name's Aigey, and today I want to talk to you guys about the changes soon coming to Overwatch. Now, I know a lot of you have been very curious about the changes that are going to be occurring with Roadhog and some of the changes that are going to be occurring with Ana and Sombra and some of the things happening in the next few patches coming out. Now, the thing that I totally want to focus on today are going to be the changes with Roadhog and the changes with Ana. And so far, from what you can probably see already in the clips here, is Roadhog looks a little different when he throws his hook out. It's not the same kind of hook that we're used to where it bullshit kind of pulls us around the corner in retrospect of where Roadhog's actual hook is, but it actually is about line of sight where Roadhog is now. So if Roadhog can't see you, the hook can't see you anymore, which I think is a very good quality of life change. However, it's definitely going to make playing Roadhog so significantly difficult compared to what it used to be that it may not actually be worth playing him at all. Now, I know that playing Roadhog is not the most fun thing for some people. Actually, I should say playing against Roadhog. Playing Roadhog is probably very fun, but playing against Roadhog can seem like very stressful, very high intensity. Just, you don't want to do it. It's not necessary. You're not going to be able to do it because you don't want to get hit by that bullshit hook. You don't want to be hit by something that's going to pull you out from around the corner and pull you into danger and then get you killed immediately. You don't want to have to deal with that anymore. I also understand that from the perspective of Roadhog main setter, this change is going to definitely be a lot harder for people to land stuff because now they're not going to be able to pull them out around the corner. It's just going to break the hook. So it's going to feel like the older Roadhog where you just had this spaghetti hook that felt like a wet noodle when you grabbed somebody, and it wasn't just a linear pull. It was just this, you got this random position that you pulled somebody to from the original Roadhog hook. My personal opinion on that is I feel that at the Masters level of gameplay, Roadhog's just not going to be viable anymore because people are going to know how to manipulate the hook, know how to manipulate positioning, so it's impossible for a Roadhog to really get that hook that will get a kill, or being able to peek and poke around the corner to just bait out the hook even easier than it's already able to be baited. Now, I understand that the change probably is a quality of life thing that needs to happen, but maybe a few more tweaks to how it actually registers a hit and a pull versus a hit and a break. And I think that'll probably come later on down the line, but for now, it's probably going to pull Roadhog out of the meta if this change does go through for 1.7. When it comes down to it, when you think about Ana's also going to be getting hit with a definite nerf to her ability to heal people. Now, the burst off of the grenade is significantly lower. It's now 50% from 100%. I think the change to Ana is huge. I think that it's going to change probably a lot of the meta that's currently going on. And if we actually capitalize on being able to out damage that healing, it's going to be a lot harder for her to make things happen. Now, the thing about Ana that I'd like to talk about is her ability to heal. With it being much lower, like half of what it used to be, it's going to be a lot harder for tanks to sustain through those fights when a lot of things are going on. And being able to out-damage the healing is going to be something very significant, I feel, to the playstyle that's currently going on. Now, with the tank meta that we currently have in Overwatch, I think the changes coming out are going to change up the style. We may go back to 2-2-2, but I'm not entirely sure. It's just an idea. It's an opinion that I have based on some of the things that I've seen. For example, the way that D.Va's health has changed, since it's no longer predominantly armor, it's predominantly HP. With Roadhog hook not being as easy to land, not as easy to pull people around the corner. With Roadhog's hook not as easy to land, not able to just pull people around the corner. With Ana's healing being debuffed by 50% off of her heal grenade after healing effects on them are not as strong as they used to be. It's just all of this stuff seems like we're trying to do away with the tank meta that we currently have. And from that, people are going to shift into playing other things. And I think Sombra might start showing up a bit more. Don't quote me on that. It's just the hack time on her ability is just not going to be as painful to have happen. So Sombra still probably not going to be a huge problem, but who knows? You'll probably see another Sombra in your game somewhere. You'll probably get tilted off the face of the planet and not want to play ranked anymore. So I totally understand that. With everything that's going on currently, I think they're trying to get rid of the tank meta. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest thought of what Blizzard is trying to do with the meta, because let's think about it. When we originally started playing, we had the 4 Tracer, 2 Lucio comps, or the 4 Winston, 2 Lucio comps, or the double Lucio, just crazy comps that were just multiples of different heroes in the game. So we did away with that, or oh my god, 4 Mays and 2 Lucios, just things like that just going away. And then we had Beyblade meta, where we had the Ana Reaper combo or the Ana Genji combo. Just that meta was just so scary to have to deal with a super tank Genji that does a crap load of damage and gets super bonuses to his speed. That's just terrifying. And then now we have the slowed down meta, where it's just World of Tanks. It's just Titans. You have these infinitely sustaining giants that are just constantly just beating you in the face with so much damage, and the ability to sustain through a fight, and having a nuke on one of their kits even that's currently played at the meta is just so crazy. And I think that they kind of want to pull away from that, because I think out of all of the different metas that there are right now, this one is probably one of the least amount of fun. Now, I know sustained fights are definitely pretty interesting and add a lot more interesting concepts to the game, but I think that the tank metas, usually even for League of Legends when I played that, the tank meta is just so painful, because you have these giant unkillable things that are dealing so much damage for free, and you just don't know where it's all coming from. And I think that we're trying to, as a Overwatch community, we're just, from Blizzard, they just don't want that, and I totally understand that. So they're nerfing D.Va's armor but maintaining the same amount of HP pool overall, with 200 armor and 400 HP to equal 600, just less armor. We have less healing from the after effects, no longer doubling after a heal grenade is landed, having it at 50% of what it normally would have boosted. Being able to full HP regen a Reinhardt with 2 to 3 shots after a grenade versus 4 to 6 shots, I think is definitely a quality of life balance. I think Anna's grenade was definitely overloaded in a previous video that I talked about with her, but it feels alright. It feels okay, and everything else just kind of feels like we're just trying to shift out of the having to run 3 tanks on a team meta, and I can totally understand with that. Does that mean that Genji's going to come back? Does that mean that we're going to see a lot more Reaper come back into play? And I know some of you are already seeing Genji and Reaper and Pharah in your games, and I totally understand that. But at the higher levels, you definitely see a lot more of Soldier. It's 3 tanks and a Soldier, 3 tanks and a Soldier, 2 healers, 3 tanks and a Soldier, 2 healers. Almost every single game. You'll see your Pharahs that are just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You'll see your Genjis that are pretty damn amazing. And I definitely want to see more variety in the team comps that are coming out in the competitive scene, because it does feel like there's a meta, and with the limited hero pool at the moment, there's just not enough stuff to say, alright, we need something that's going to counter this. There's just not enough heroes to say we need something to counter this. But alright guys, I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about the current metas? From the Beyblade meta to the multiple meta, where you have multiple of the same hero, to the current tank meta. Which was your favorite meta to play in? Which did you like the most? Which did you like the least? I want to hear about that. But alright guys, thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, peace.